I wanted to say something about we all have bodies. They don't always work perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, they never do, really. And our kind of chronic body experiences or chronic body symptoms, how it's so natural almost. It's not actually natural. It's not natural, I think, but it's kind of what we've learned over hundreds of years. Is that, what happens to your body is because of your genetics or your diet or your behaviors or traumas and so on. And some things are random and some things seem less random and so on. But the whole idea...
definitely there is a connection. There's a consensus reality connection also to what happened.
That's right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
But because it also explains many things, but it dominates the way we think.
Yes, it's not the only reality.
It's not the only reality. It dominates the way that we think. It's all about me. It's all about
my personal psychology.
My personal psychology, and this happened to me, and that happened to me, and etc. Right? And but there's another way of thinking about it, which is that we belong in and exist on this planet, and that we can't be anything but part of a bigger system. And so these things that happen to us, these body experiences, these chronic symptoms that we have, and I have quite a few, and many of us do, when we work with them and unfold them, we find that they also have a relationship to the culture we live in. They have a relationship to how we communicate. They have a relationship to our friendships, our work situations. And there's edges there. There's edges. By edge, we mean like there's a kind of
barrier to what we can do. What we allow ourselves to do, what we allow ourselves to experience.
Yeah, that's right. And when we work on our chronic body issues or body problems, something magical can happen in how we start to relate and engage with the wider world. Because it's not only us that needs that, the world needs that.
Right. So you were talking about edges, and I think what we're saying is that the cultural edges, meaning what is difficult for me to do is also difficult for everyone around me in the culture that I grew up in. The fact that I can't do it has to do with that. It's something that the whole culture disavows or doesn't allow. So the experiences are interconnected. Us changing and freeing ourselves helps to change and free our culture.
Yeah.
And vice versa.